All right, Warriors, a little under the weather today, but I'm still going to get 2 YouTube videos out. Now, I want to ask you a question. Was the documentary Game Changers to help usher in the Great Reset? Now, I want to start by saying I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat. I just don't. After my Peru journey, I came back. I don't eat meat. It was a spiritual thing for me. So this has nothing to do with vegan or non-vegan. This has to do with understanding the game so you can never be played. Now, the question I have for you is, have you heard of the documentary Game Changers? Have you heard of the documentary Game Changers? There's hundreds and hundreds of documentaries, but for some reason, everybody was talking about Game Changers. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. I help my warriors open up their mind and awareness to their possibilities, to be able to look from a 30,000-foot overview, to be able to protect their family, their mind, their body, and their immunity. And if you know the game, you can't be played. So I'm teaching my warriors how to invest in a new quantum financial system, and exactly what I'm doing and understanding for the last 9 years of research in economics, being in the fraud banking system, and moving my way into becoming a warrior in a modern day society. Now I help warriors all over the world think for themselves. So let's go ahead and watch this documentary. So we're going to watch the trailer to the Game Changer documentary. Now all I'm trying to do is, I'm not trying to get you to believe a word I'm saying. What I'm asking you to do is to open up your mind and awareness and challenge everything I'm saying. Learn how to fish, warriors. So I'm going to tie it together with the cryptocurrencies at the end, as I always do. Okay, so we're going to watch this quick trailer, and then I'm going to show you the World Economic Forum and the Great Reset. And then from the Great Reset, we're going to look at some other stuff. So check this out. Just follow along with me.
One and only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I ate a lot of meat. They showed us commercials.
Steak. That's what a man eats.
Selling that idea that real men eat meat.
Serious man food.
But you got to understand, that's marketing. That's not based on reality.
Okay, so let's stop for just a moment. What did they show? Burger King. Burger King is now doing the Beyond Burger. Listen, warriors, you need to open up your mind. I'm going to teach you how to think different.
I've been teaching fighting techniques to government agencies for more than 15 years. Then I got injured, unable to teach for at least 6 months. I spent more than 1,000 hours studying science on recovery and nutrition, and stumbled across a study about the Roman gladiators.
The gladiators were predominantly vegetarian.
How could the original professional fighters be so powerful, eating only plants?
When I made the switch to a plant-based diet, I qualified for my 3rd Olympic team. I broke 2 American records. I was like, man, I should have done this a long while ago.
Okay, stop for just a moment. Executive producers, James Cameron, Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator. Jackie Chan. James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator. There's signs to 9/11. Just putting it out there, warriors. Okay, who produced this and why was The Game Changer such a massive documentary? And all the other ones, we saw a little bit about it, but Game Changers you all knew about.
When I went plant-based, I wasn't sure if I was going to survive. And I actually became like a machine.
One of the biggest misconceptions in sports nutrition is that we have to have animal protein to perform at a high level. That's just not true.
Sometimes you have to do things that you know your competitors aren't doing.
Today's blood and yesterday's blood. So
I think this is going to wake a lot of people up.
I was recovering better, not getting as sore. This was our best season in the last 15 years, and we had 14 guys on plant-based diets.
we all want to feel great, have more energy.
Cholesterol was 276. Today, 169.
Whoa, now you're talking.
Most guys my age can keep up with the grandchildren. My grandchildren can't keep up with me.
It's not one set of dietary guidelines for improving your performance as an athlete, another one for reversing heart disease, reversing diabetes. It's the same for all of them.
Someone asked me, how could you get as strong as an ox without eating any meat? And my answer was, have you ever seen an ox eating meat?
Okay, so first of all, I'm a vegan, and I love being vegan. And I got my blood tested by my amazing hormone doctor, and my blood is like a 20-year-old healthy man. So this has nothing to do with going against veganism. I am vegan. But listen, the Game Changers documentary has, the trailer has 15 million views. How many other vegan documentaries have you really heard about? This one exploded. This is the trailer was in June 28th, 2019, and it was released in September 2019 when the shadow banking system collapsed, which I'm going to do a video on today. Okay, so now let's go over to the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum, okay, so the unbelievably simple way to cut greenhouse gas emissions from the food sector in half, okay? If we all swapped beef burgers and bacon sandwiches for vegetarian alternatives most of the week, we could cut greenhouse gas emissions from the food sector by more than half. So say the scientists behind the new study published in Nature who predicted 2050. Now remember, 2050 is we're going to zero carbon. That's the World Economic Forum. So we are moving to the quantum financial system, the fourth industrial revolution. So let me repeat that. So say the scientists behind the new study published in Nature who predicted that in 2050, sticking to a plant-based diet with just one portion of red meat per week could reduce greenhouse gas emissions related to food by 56%. The report found that sticking to a flexitarian diet, the World Economic Forum keeps talking about a flexitarian diet, which in one of three ways, alongside improvements in technology and management and reductions in food loss and waste, we could limit food systems' impact on climate change, water scarcity, and pollution in the coming decades. Okay? For their research, the scientists outlined the flexitarian diet that would include at least 500 milligrams a day of fruits and vegetables or different color groups, at least 100 grams per day of plant-based protein sources, legumes, soybean, nuts, and at least 100 grams per day of plant-based protein. So you can read this article, I'll attach it down below. Now let's go a little bit further. This is the World Economic Forum, okay? So check this out. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is I'm getting you to think futuristically about your investments. Where would you invest your money? The quantum financial system, VeChain, is going to be, in my opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. I teach my warriors in my academy exactly what I'm doing. VeChain is going to be the supply chain management for all of this. VeChain helps companies with the zero carbon footprint. They're helping them become zero carbon for reporting. You got XRP, which is a green friendly, that aligns with the Green Deal. From my perspective, XRP is working with the IMF. Also, XLM is working with the IMF, International Monetary Fund, the World Economic Forum. These are the people making changes for the world. Now, this is right on the World Economic Forum site. So we saw the game changers. Why did game changers blow up in September 2019, right before we went into a pandemic, and right before they started announcing the Great Reset? It's all planned out, warriors. Watch this. So I want you to think about this for a moment, warriors. The World Economic Forum is telling you exactly where we're heading. And is it ironic, or is it coincidence, or is it by chance that Game Changers came out in 2019? The documentary trailer came out in June and exploded in September 2019 as a shadow banking system collapsed in 2019, as our economic system was never changed since 2008. And all of a sudden we have the C word in a pandemic that crashes our economy, and it's about to get worse. And what's going to happen, Warriors, you are going to be left behind. If you're not preparing for this, this is not a scare tactic. The milk, dairy industry is going to get crushed. We are moving to zero carbon by 2050. The retail industry, malls, mom and pop organizations are going to get crushed. Amazon, Walmart, gas, solar. We are moving to the fourth industrial revolution, specifically December 21st, 2020. We are moving from Capricorn energy to Aries energy. It's a shift in our world, a new asset class since the 1600 Warriors. And I want to ask you, are you prepared for this? And so that's what I help my warriors do. So in the free global group, we go live every day just to talk about leadership. But in my paid warrior academy, I show you my exact portfolio. For example, tomorrow we have a cryptocurrency call where I show my exact portfolio, coins that I'm looking at, the changes that I'm making, and how I manage into this new quantum financial system. Because warriors, I'll tell you what, this is a freight train that's already left the building. You have two choices. You can either get on board and go for the ride of your life, or you're going to get run over by it. As you look this way at a pandemic, there's a whole nother narrative going this way. And the wealthiest people in the world are going to become much, much more wealthy. And they're packaging up in this nice little package saying that this is for the people, it's for the earth. I'm having trouble believing that, warriors. But I'm connecting the dots for you. So Game Changers, produced by Jackie Chan, James Cameron, and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Think about that. The movie industry, the elites, all of a sudden put a documentary out in 2019. I could be way off base. Comment below. Tell me I'm crazy. But in 2019, right before a pandemic, as they announced the Great Reset in 2019, and now the Great Reset, the World Economic Forum, is all about zero carbon, moving to a vegetarian-based diet, engineered food. Our food should come from the earth, warriors. So I just want to let you make informed decisions. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach world. I'm here to protect you guys. I appreciate you bringing 2 videos a day. I love you very much, but damn well, don't let me love you more than you love yourself. Warriors, rise. Let's go.